the first movie. She's not in this. She has died between films. I'm guessing some sort of sub accident. I was kind of, again, that was something that was kind of glossed over. Now, the girlfriend, the character of the girlfriend, she has a brother. Wasn't mentioned in the first movie, but suddenly she has a brother. He's all over this movie, and he's kind of Rasputin. The guy just won't die, you know. And the movie tries to kill him many times. It's just like, forget it. It's not going to happen. You know. That was one thing. Bally says, oh, well, you mentioned a Kraken. In the first one, they did show a massive tentacle trying to crush that sub in the beginning, and the shark bit it off. Maybe that Kraken came back for revenge. Possible. So kind of like they have a Pacific Rim thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really more the second Pacific Rim movie and not the first.
There are moments in this. It felt like the second Jurassic Park film.
Oh yeah. This is something I definitely wanted to hit on, and thank you, Bill. This is really closer to the Jurassic World movies. It really is. You have like 100 characters that are popping in and out. Half of them don't need to be there. You have the corporate malfeasance thing going on, which you can see coming from a mile off. There's a lot. If you ever saw the movie Rampage with The Rock, this is kind of basically Rampage all over again, kind of underwater. Again, that's a far better movie than this is, but you know, you have the you have the woman who's running the corporation. In this case, it's Sienna Guillory, who played Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil movies. And the second you see her in this, you know it's going to go sideways with her. That's not saying too much about it being a better movie. Well, the thing that made Rampage good is it was focused in its narrative. You don't have 100 characters running in and out that you can't keep straight in your head. There's just a few characters, and you have, that line drawn between who is the good guy, who's the villain. And in this movie, you got characters switching sides right and left. And you've got all these different creatures that show up. And a bulk of these characters are basically Meg food.
Yeah.
And there's a few of them that do a pretty good job at killing themselves. To be honest with you. But there are characters from the first movie to return. Obviously, Jason Statham is back.
Yeah.
Mac is back. DJ is back. The young girl is back, who is now the stepdaughter.
The little girl from the first film. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same actress. I don't think it is, but she's back. And they did have one character in it that I don't know if she was supposed to be the Ruby Rose character from the first movie or not. They kind of play her off like she's the same character, but I don't know if she's supposed to be. You know who I mean, right, Bill?
Yeah.
The character I'm talking about.
Yes.
She kind of. I don't know if she was supposed to be Ruby Rose's character or not. Not that matters, but that was kind of a sticking point with me. That I don't know. Because the newer characters they throw into this movie, and they're kind of treated like you know who they are already. They're not very well drawn. Now the characters who are returning from the original movie. That's fine because you have that history with them from seeing the original movie, so you don't need like a whole lot. You don't need backstory for them. You know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But the newer characters, you don't really learn a whole lot about them. They're kind of stereotypes in a lot of ways. Don't forget, you can spoil it for me, so don't feel like you need to hold back. It's not that we're so much holding back. It's just there's not really much to say.
Yeah, there's not.
They took the surviving characters from the previous movie and essentially put them in a Jurassic Park film. And that's the main issue that I had with the movie. And Hello, Fletcher.
Yeah, you don't get that major Meg Shark carnage until the last
really
part of the film. There's bits and parts to it with them in earlier scenes, but you really don't get the hardcore stuff until the third and final act.
Yeah, and the hardcore stuff, to be honest, isn't really hardcore. The whole woman being eaten through the glass. Yeah. She's a new character.
Yeah, which was what I found the most amusing part, when the protagonist and the villains get killed on screen, are simply the best parts of the film.
Oh yeah, I mean, despite the fact that the CGI in this movie is Lucasfilm level at best,
I'd say almost sci-fi kind of Sharknado bad in a way.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is a Sci-Fi Channel movie, guys. It's really what it is.
It felt like a streaming film rather than a mainstream blockbuster.
Yeah,
summer blockbuster.
Now, once again, full disclosure, I did not see this movie in theaters. Let me put it that way. And we do not condone.
Yeah.
We do not we do not condone. If you receive a call from a Mr. Captain Jack, hang up. Yeah. We do not condone that behavior here. Ballet is saying, so then Would you say you guys would rather watch Jaws: The Revenge than Meg 2?
No. Well,
they're both bad for different reasons.
To watch and funner to watch.
Yeah, that's the thing that the Meg 2 needed. It needed to be. It needed to have a Michael Caine. It needed to have. We brought up Rampage earlier. This movie needed Jeffrey Dean Morgan somewhere in it.
Yeah.
It needed that kind of a character. They needed a character who knew what kind of a movie that he's in and acquitted himself appropriately.
The one computer guy, the computer expert,
mm-hmm.
He was pretty comical in his role. He had it. He has this emergency backpack thing that's like Gucci. It's made out of Gucci, and you think that's your emergency, and what he has in it is hysterical.
Yeah,
but he did a great comic relief.
Yeah, he was good.
Comic relief of the film.
Paige Kennedy is the actor's name, and he plays DJ, and he was in the original movie. He steals this movie.
He was in the TV. If you guys have ever seen the TV show Weeds, he played U-Turn. He's the actor who played U-Turn.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are familiar with Weeds?
I never saw it, but I'm familiar with the show. I know what you mean when you say it.
Yeah.
And he was also in the SWAT movie with Colin Farrell and Jeremy Renner, if you saw that. But yeah, he pretty much steals this movie, I think.
Yeah.
Bobby Old is saying, have you guys seen the Demon Shark movie yet? No. But which Demon Shark are you talking about? The Black Demon, or are you talking about like Ouija Shark or something like that?
I think I know what he's talking about. I've seen it. It's like a B movie, but it looks it's kind of like this, another silly shark on the shark train craze, you know. Shark Week was like a week ago.
He says the Black Demon movie with Josh Lucas. No, I haven't seen it.
Sounds like an interesting watch, though.
From what I have heard, what I've heard, again, I have not seen this movie. I'm just going by the reviews and what people have told me about it, kind of behind the scenes. There's a very strong environmental message to it, and there's one to the Meg as well. And I've also heard that the shark's barely in the movie. Those are the two things I've heard. Like I said, I've not seen the movie. I don't know. The reviews for it have not been good. I don't know. I might give it a look just to review it, but it's not a movie that's high on my priority list to see. Ariel Ballet says, you mean you didn't wait 5 hours in line with all those Meg fanboys and cosplayers playing the Meg card game past the time? No. Oiler Greg. And hello, Oiler Greg. So yeah, that's something I wanted to bring up. There is, and I do not know who said this, but there was somebody, I would say about 6 months back, somebody who was in the industry. It might have been Script Doctor, it might have been someone else, who said that Hollywood was going to start shoehorning environmental messages into their movies, and that was going to be the next big thing. That's what's going on in this movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't overpower the narrative, such as it is, you know. And also, if you're going to be a villain in one of these movies, do not hire the hero to counteract what you're doing and then get pissy about it later. It makes no sense. You know?
Like, I came away from this film really thinking that AI wrote this, because I said to myself, who sits in a boardroom and comes up with this horrible plot story? It's just that bad.
It's pieces of other movies strung together.
It really is.
It's Rampage. There are many scenes that are like the first movie over again. If you ever saw the movie Underwater from a couple of years back, there was a sequence in that movie where they had to walk across the ocean floor to get from one station to another. That happens here.
Yeah.
And then all of that is basically surrounded by this kind of Jurassic World level storytelling. Let me go back to the chat here real quick because there are some questions. The Black Demon is the one where they're trapped on the oil rig, because I saw it and I thought it was that. Yeah, that's the one where they're on the oil rig. And they're on an oil rig for part of this movie as well, believe it or not. Euler Greg says Meg was a fun summer popcorn movie. Now, for people who like this movie, and I'm not recommending it, but I think I liked it a little bit better than Bill did. We are not saying that the people who like this movie are wrong. If you enjoyed it, that's great. It's not a movie that preaches at you. It's not woke.
No,
that I noticed. I didn't know. I didn't. It's inoffensive. There's nothing offensive about it. It's just they tried to shoehorn too much into the movie when they should have done what the first movie did and just kept it simple.
Yeah.
It's busy. There's too much going on. There's too much people running around shouting orders at each other. It's not particularly funny. It has a couple of chuckles, but it's not really funny.
Well, the lizard creatures that are kind of like velociraptors, I thought were silly and kind of out of place.
They were out of place. Now they have now these little velociraptor creatures. They are introduced at the beginning of the movie, so I'll give the movie that. They're set up. When and where they show up in the movie doesn't get explained, but they're kind of out there, because the opening scene you follows these little velociraptor things out to the beach. They are attacked by a T-Rex that eats one of them, and then the Meg eats
that was
T-Rex.
actually, that scene was the most bloodiest of all the carnage that could be shown. Was shown in this film. You didn't get blood from it. I mean, when it eats people, this Meg eats people in this film, right?
Yes.
It doesn't chomp them down or chew them to bits. It just swallows them whole, and I'm like, what the F? What?
Yeah.
Why?
So
why can't we get carnage? This is a very tame PG-13 film.
It's very tame. It's very tame. And now, like I said, okay, if you like this movie, we're happy for you. That's good. If you found something, we're not hacking on the people who like this. This didn't land with us because, and I think Bill will agree with me here. We've seen all of the movies it steals from.
Yeah.
And those movies did it better. And that's kind of really all we're saying. This is basically like it's Sci-Fi Channel level.
Like
Go ahead.
Like I was saying earlier, the most enjoyable parts that I got from this particular film is when the bad guys get destroyed on film. I was like that. I was like, that part made me the happiest. It made me laugh the most.
Yeah.
When the protagonists get
yeah.
I especially when the you mentioned it earlier where the girl gets eat through the glass that's in the which is in the trailer.
It's in the trailer. Yeah.
That was like that. She go because she said, I think the scene she said this is Meg proof, and then all of a sudden she gets ate, and then it's like celebration because that that she really deserved that.
Yeah, she did,
and it was laughable. It was very laughable.
Yeah.
For a moment.
I ask, what message are you trying to portray? Don't kill a Meg, or another will show up to take revenge. That's really more of a Jaws 4 thing. That's not so much of this. Cocaine bears and giant sharks, more fun and less politics. I'll give it that. Yeah, this is not. It tries to shoehorn a political message into it. It just doesn't do it very well, and it kind of forgets about it by the end. That's true. Billy, you'd be surprised. I've been thinking up and writing down a parody of Cujo.
Cool. No,
and
wonderful.
Cujo's getting a new 4K, so look out for that. Jaws taught us that sharks seek revenge for other sharks. Yeah. The movie could be called Waves Both Hands Up Like It's a Banner Bassett. I don't get that. All right. How dare you, deleted scenes? Didn't you see the Blight of the Meg that was a female trying to identify as a male, and that's why her was eating and attacking everyone? Yeah, I would like to apologize at this time to the Megalodon community for misgendering the Meg that was in. Well, you don't really know if it's a male or female shark. It doesn't really say. Doesn't really matter either. The trailer scene. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. You know they're doing that Meg Jurassic Park crossover already. Yeah, it kind of is.
That's basically what this was, in a way.
Yeah. There is a point in this movie where you're kind of half expecting Chris Pratt to show up, and you would be just like, okay, fine. He can do the hand thing, Oh hell, PG-13. That's why it probably wasn't awesome, because it should have had blood and swearing all over. Yeah. I don't know if it would have helped it, but
yeah. Don't get us wrong. Jason Statham did do his Jason Statham thing. He had his fun, he kicks ass, and he shows anger where he needs to see anger. But
yeah, Jason Statham is Jason Statham. If you're watching this movie to see him be him, then good. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the actors in this movie. They did what was on the page. They obviously had fun making it. They got paid. It's good. It's a paycheck.
Yeah.
It's the movie in and of itself is harmless, which is why, in retrospect, I'm not really bagging on this movie. It's a streaming movie.
Yeah, it really is.
You don't have to run out to the theaters to see it. Just wait and see it free on streaming. You
don't need to. You don't go spend your $8 on a better film. Spend your $8 to $15 on a better film.
Y'all had me at T-Rex versus Giant Shark. Yeah, that's a fun scene. Yeah. There is fun stuff in this. There is. There are little things to kind of hold on to, but there wasn't enough in there for me to recommend it. Disney Sheepherder, hello. Howdy and hail. Hello. Hitting that like button. Stuck at work, can't stay. Have a great stream. Okay, well, you can catch us later on. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks for being here. Ariel Ballet. I bet the actors took somewhat of a pay cut because they would have had more fun making it. There are actors that are like that. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, I think that's really. Do you have anything else to say about the movie, Bill? Before we move on, or okay, let me put it this way: what's your final score on the movie?
I give it like two stars, a 2-star rating. It's just for me it's a 2-star.
Okay. I am going 5. Yeah, I'm going 2.5. Like I said, see it on. Wait till you can stream it, or as I did, see it some other way. It's Sci-Fi Channel level at best. I didn't hate it, but it's not as good as the first movie. Go watch the first movie again before seeing this. Watch Rampage. Watch Underwater. Because this movie is basically just a mashup of the three with this Jurassic Park coat of paint put on it.
So the original Meg was what, 2018?
Mm-hmm.
This one might have got some COVID hang-ups why we're getting it this year. Like this might have,
it could have,
was probably set to come out earlier, but the Coof, the beer bug, probably, I would say, postpone this.
What are your thoughts on the upcoming Kong versus Godzilla movie? I hope it's good. I haven't seen I haven't seen any footage from it yet. I know Toho is doing a Godzilla film called Godzilla -1. That looks really good. But yeah, hey, kaiju movies, bring them on, man.
Yeah.
Like I said with this movie, I'm not recommending it, but like I said, I didn't hate it. Euler Greg says giant creature movies are always better on the theater screen. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We're not telling people not to go see this movie. If you want to go, by all means, go. Our ratings are our opinions.
Yeah. It certainly is a turn off your brain summer popcorn film, and
for sure.
because there are so many parts of this movie that you just gotta say, why? And
there's a lot of why.
There's a lot of what the F moments.
Yeah.
And just why, or that's just incredibly lame. Why did they do this?
Yeah. But I tell you, it does make me curious for the books now, because I kind of want to read those to kind of for comparison. I doubt there's much, but yeah. Okay, Meg 2, The Trench, 2 stars from Bill, 2.5 from me. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for being here in the chat. Ariel's got one more. Have any of you seen the movie by Toho, The Great War of Archimedes, a movie about the building of the IGN Yamato? I have heard of it. I have not seen it.
No, neither have I. Sounds interesting, though.
It does. Howdy and hail on another stream, but stopping by, hit the like button. Have a great stream. Yeah. I don't know why that came up twice, but okay.
From my channel.
It's really good. I recommend. Okay. And Euler Greg says he saw it. So cool. All right. So I want to thank everybody who joined us in the chat. Ariel Ballet, Euler Greg, Disney Sheepherder, Connie Cleary. Let me see if I missed anybody. Bobby Wold and Fletcher Williams. All right. Giving both of you likes. Thank you. We are going to, right after we're done here, we're going to go straight into a review of Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned. We're going to be simulcasting that broadcast as well, both here on my channel and on Bill's. And so stay tuned there.
Yep.
All righty. The Meg 2. So we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be reviewing the Haunted Mansion right after we're done here. So stay tuned. Bill, any last words?
Yep. This is a silly popcorn film, and turn off your brain and enjoy. Enjoy.
All right.
And thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Hit the like, share out the stream. If you're watching this on delay, and hello, Lady Mist.
Hello, Lady Mist.
And thank you, Orla Greg. All right. If you are seeing this on a delay and you like what you see, hit the like, share out the stream. Say hello in the comments because it helps the algorithm. Please give
comments.
Yes.
We love comments. The algorithm loves comments.
If you've seen the movie and you agree or disagree, let me know, or let Bill know. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, all right. The Haunted Mansion review is going to be beginning here in just a moment. So, from HQ and from our second home office in Arizona, take care, stay strong, because this is how we win.
Take care, folks.